Hey, and welcome back to today's lesson. Today, you're going to learn about statistical concepts with Python, mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. By the end of this video, you're going to learn how to compare the distributions of data sets using histograms of the mean. So let's get started. What is mean? In statistics, the mean is a measure of central tendency, often referred to as the average of the dataset values. Mean represents the sum of all values in a dataset, which is divided by the total number of values in the dataset. The mean is one of the most fundamental and widely used statistical indicators, providing a single value that represents the entire dataset. Mathematically, the mean of a dataset with n number of values, x1, x2 up to xn, is calculated as the sum of the values divided by the total number of elements. Let's assume we have n number of values, such as x1, x2, up to xn. And we calculate the mean of the data sets using the sum of each values and divided by the total number of elements. So here is the formulas or the mathematical representation of calculating means from your data set. So you sum up all values of the data set and divided by the total number of elements in your data set. So let's assume we have the data set 4, 6, 2, 1, and let's add 5, 8. Let's search each values of the data set, 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 and plus 8 divided by, let's count how many number of data points we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 6. So this is 10 plus 2, 12 plus 1, 13 plus 5, 18 plus 8, 26 divided by 6. 26 divided by 6, and 6. So this is the central tendency of your data set, or the mean of your data set. So the center of the mean is represent the sum of the data points divided by the total number of data points in your data set. Okay, here is another example to compare two data sets. Basically, the mean is widely used in various fields, including mathematics, statistics, science, and everyday life, to understand the typical or average values of your data set. So, mean provides valuable insights into the central tendency of the data, allowing for easier comparison and analysis of different data sets. Let's assume you have different data sets, and if you want to understand the data sets, you can compare using the mean and analyze the insights into that central tendency of the data set. Okay, here is the comparison of two data sets. Let's assume we have two data set A and B, and here are the randomly generated data sets. So I'm going to calculate the means of each data set using the numpy.mean function. Okay, then going to plot the histograph. Histograph is one of the most powerful visualization tool that used to understand the distributions of our data set, especially the means of our data set. So first I just plot the histographs of data set A, and then the lines which shows the central tendency of the dataset, is also plots that axis V line, vertical line. So that vertical line is a dashed line going to show us the center of your dataset. Okay. And also plotting the distribution of dataset B. That's the same. The only difference is just change the datasets A to B and change the mean A to mean B, because this represented the vertical lines of or the center of the dataset. So here you can look at this distribution plots, dataset A versus dataset B. So here you can understand by looking at the colors of your dataset. The left side represents the dataset A. The mean represents the dashed line that shows us the center of the dataset, which is the mean of the data. So the data is distributed across this, and it is so we can understand the dataset B, also the red dashed line that shows the center of the dataset B. So the mean of dataset B is 7, and the mean of dataset A is 4.91, which is found in between 4 and 6, okay, the blue line. So these are the distributions of dataset A and B, so we can understand which datasets has higher values by comparing the two datasets. So from this comparison, we can conclude that the average value of dataset B, or the mean of dataset B, is higher than that of dataset A, because the mean of dataset B is 7, but the mean of dataset A is 4.9. So this suggests that on average, the values in dataset B are higher than those in dataset A. So by looking at the means of each dataset, we can conclude that the values of dataset B are higher than those in dataset A. Okay, you can see that the right sides are the higher values and the left sides are the lower values. So the dataset B is distributed in the right sides. Okay, so we can conclude, we can draw a conclusion by comparing two datasets. So this comparison of means provides an initial understanding of the central tendency of the two datasets, indicating their respective average values. However, it is essential to consider other statistical measures such as mode, median, variance, and standard deviations, and conduct a comprehensive analysis to gain a deeper understanding of the datasets. I hope this video tutorial was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next video. Thanks for watching.